Actually, when I had my baby and they gave him to me and I was about to come home, I was crying because I'm like, what am I going to do with this child? I'm like, okay, it was, it was, they call it baby blues, but it was just an overwhelming feeling.
Hello, you're welcome to Mom and Me with Ojoma, a podcast where we get to talk about experiences that have shaped us. At some point in our lives, we all have a mom, whether biological or not. Or we have dad who took up the role of a mom in our lives. This is the show where we get to talk about those stories on how our relationship with our mom has influenced our career, life, relationship, and also journey into motherhood. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And on this show today, we have a guest. She's a friend. She's a sweet friend at that. She's a wife. She's a mom. She's a stylist. She's a lot. So today we have Toby.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me.
You're
it's a
welcome.
Pleasure.
You're welcome. Can you just tell us a bit about yourself? Just a bit in 2 minutes.
Yeah, my name is Toby. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a Jesus baby.
Hey.
I'm a friend, and yeah, I'm just good.
On a quick one, because she has a baby and her baby is sleepy, so I'm just gonna ask you 2 questions. And first question is, what is the most unforgettable memories you have with your mom?
I've had so many memories because my mom has always been like a best friend to me. She's been a role model. We're very close. Being the only girl, as also
I didn't know that about you.
Yes, I'm actually the only girl. I have 2 brothers. So I think the one I can remember as most recent was when I had my baby. You know, it's my first child, and nobody prepares you for a cesarean session and all that.
Wow.
When my mom came, she was really worried about me, making sure I was okay, cooking for me, and then I was always asking for like the oddest of food. I could ask for akara in the middle of the night. It was just my craving, but she always wanted to make sure that I was okay. And when I went into the hospital for my baby, my precious baby, she was there after the surgery. You know, coming out of surgery, next day was really, really bad because it was hard getting out of the bed, you know, bleeding and everything. When I got up from the bed first, my mom was cleaning the blood, flowing. She was washing me up. She was on the floor, trying to clean everything up, making sure I was okay, encouraging me, helping with my baby. It was just, I can't forget. It's just something I would never forget. I know, yes, she's my mom. She's supposed to be there for me, but I just feel like that's very selfless of her. It's just the pure definition of a love that I can't even explain. And when we go home also, as a new baby, they will sleep in the day and they're up all night. My mom will tell me to, have some rest, carry the baby, and she's always up all midnight. In the morning, I'm always like, oh, this woman, because I don't know what I would have done without my mom. If my mom wasn't here when I had my baby, I don't know what I would have done. I'm just grateful that I had the privilege to have my mom. So that's one thing I won't forget.
Yeah.
It's just unforgettable.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you. I just want to chip in this to it. I know before you got married, I was going to be a mom. I'm going to be a mom one day. Just that thing is far away. So what was that feeling in the hospital that day when you had your baby? Did it get done on you like, I'm actually a mom now?
Let me tell you something for free. Actually, when I had my baby and they gave him to me and I was about to come home, I was crying. Because I'm like, what am I going to do with this child? I'm like, okay, they call it baby blues, but it was just an overwhelming feeling. I couldn't explain it. I was just so happy, and at the same time I was worried, can I take care of this child? But sometimes life doesn't just prepare you. You just see yourself doing things. You just want to be there for you. I've always wanted to be a mom even before I became a mom, so it was a bit easy.
So and
having a very supportive partner. My husband is really supportive, so it just made everything, God loves me. That's why I said I'm a Jesus baby. So I'm really heavily protected by God.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Daddy Zion, for supporting my friend. He's such a very blessed person. When you see him, like, you love to be around him. He's very, very open and fun to be with. I'm going to ask you, was there a moment where your mom actions or words changed your life before you got married, growing up?
It's always anything my mom says most times. My dad also, Because without my dad,
Oh, thank you for
I wouldn't say they work together. When my mom says this, my dad, they just work together. They work hand in hand. So the only thing my mom, I would say, yeah, there are a lot of things I said honestly because I can't really remember. I don't know if it's baby brains or something, but she just used to tell me, going to get married now, just take everything as a step at a time. Before I got married, she would always tell you, told me, don't have a boyfriend, don't do this, don't that. Then I used to feel like, oh, this woman, my mom, like, is she really my biological mom? I even had to go and bring her my birth certificate because I felt like she was too harsh on me. But then later on, it got to dawn on me, like she was protecting me, and I appreciate that. I always say that, Mom, I'm grateful for that. She always like protected me from, oh, don't do this, because if you make this mistake, not like if you have a child at that time, you wouldn't take care of your child, of course, but you need to be ready. And now I can see it. You actually need to be ready to have a child, to take care of, to bring a child into the world, because it's not a joke. It's a lot of commitments, a lot of time. It's overwhelming. So she was always telling me, then you need to be careful. If nobody's telling you not to, have a boyfriend or something, but just be at the right time. So in case there's a child or something, you're not going to be overwhelmed. So I would say that shaped me, because then when she used to tell me that, I used to be very careful. I used to feel like, okay, if man touch me like this, I go get belly, then. So not to say that if you have a baby out of, even without being married and everything, a child will always be a blessing. It's always a blessing. If you be married and having a child, even if you're not married and you have a child, a child is still going to be a blessing. There's still thumbs up to anybody that is, a single mom out there. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job, but she was just always like, just be careful. Just be careful, so everything has to go at the right time. Right timing for everything. So
thank you. So I'm going to have this question from your story that I just shared now. So apart from motherhood, can you share with us like actions or words that has changed your life in terms of career, like your mom? Because there's this belief that we have that, okay, you're a female, just go to school and get married. Like, they don't prepare you ahead that you need to have something to do as a woman to add to your home, and also to see your children learn from you. Has there been any action that your mom influenced you regarding your career?
When you see my mom, before we all became like adults, and
like a strength you got from her.
My mom goes to work early in the morning, like as early as 5:30. She's out of 4 o'clock. When I still had my younger brother, taking him all the way to my grandma's house because there was nobody to take care of the child. You just see this woman pushing. There's never been a time I tell my mom, Mama, please, I need this, I need that. She's always going to come through. You see, when it's convenient, when it's not convenient, she always comes through. And that's because she's putting in the work. We don't pick money from the floor. You need to work for it. You want to take care of your child, you need to put in the work. So she's always trying to make sure that, make sure that she goes to work, even when it's convenient for her, when it's not convenient, even when it's stressful. Just so that when my children ask me, they want this, they want that, they're not lagging behind. They're not lagging behind. Even if their dad is gonna be doing this or doing that or doing that, I also, as a mom, I can be there for them without having them having to go and start asking their dad who is paying probably the most heavy bills or something. So it's just. You just want to be like your mom, so you want to make sure that you're able to provide for your own child too. Oh, my mom didn't make me suffer, so my child won't suffer. Oh, my mom she tries to provide for me, so my child too, that's just it.
Yeah. So you're saying that your mom, her actions, without her even telling you, her actions, you could gain strength from it, and it brought this awareness that you have to support as well.
Yes.
You shouldn't get married and your husband is providing everything.
You always have to have something doing. She will always tell you, you always have to have something doing. You always have to have your own money. You don't have to wait till daddy comes back before you can say you want to buy this, buy that. As a woman, you have to be financially independent. It's very important. Because you also not have to support your husband when he needs you. Apart from that, you need to support yourself. You need to be able to, I want to do this. You must have Dex money.
I feel like a lot of women, they can't balance supporting your husband. They don't see supporting your husband as something that you should do. They can't balance it. So when a woman is supporting her husband, she leverage on that to want to do anyhow. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like
It all boils down to how you were brought up. It all boils down to the relationship between your husband and you, and it boils down to your husband not taking advantage of whatever you know. Okay, when I'm talking about supporting your husband, obviously it's not like in all, but at least you know, little things around the house. You want to do this, you want to do that. You don't have to put all the bills, all the stress, all the problem on. You can later on collect the money. I'm not saying that you collect the money, but at that present time, you know, it's always good to know that you're not a liability. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I can do this. I want to buy shoe for my baby now. You want to go for a birthday party? Let me quickly buy this. You know, I want to quickly buy maybe a particular shirt I saw, a particular dress I saw for myself. Let me buy this. I don't have to depend to buy things I want for myself. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
So the relationship you have with you and your husband will determine, you know, whatever it is, and your upbringing. A woman that is confident, a woman that is smart, a woman that is independent know that. You know, you just know that. And well, a woman also that trusts in God, because if you look at the Bible, there's a lot of things that will guide you in marriage, that will guide you in your walk of life, that will guide you as a mom, as a friend, as a wife. There's just, I don't know, it's just like that. It boils down to your personality, the way you were brought up, and the relationship between you and your husband. So that's it. That's just what I'm going to say.
I'm just going to say this, that for the short period I have known Tommy, she's just one of those women that she just say that you have to support your husband. Like she doesn't believe. I don't think she believes in, oh, my husband should do everything. I should be the cheerleader, even if I have, like, you know, that baby girl life. Like, every woman wants to have that baby girl lifestyle. But I feel Tommy, like, I've learned a lot from her indirectly. She just said, like, it's expected of you as a wife to support your husband. Like, you shouldn't leave it to him because he has it, or because you feel like, oh, he married me, it's his responsibility to take care of me. Like, she was able to define that, and she told me. And when I keep thinking about it, I'm like, oh, this is the thing. Unlike other people feel like, no, my money is my money, his money is our money, we have to cut it, we have to finish it.
His money is our money, of course. My money is also our money.
Yeah.
In the sense, when I say our money is our money, doesn't mean 50-50.
Yeah.
But it means there are little things that might be lagging behind, especially if depending on where you stay also. A country whereby the bills are just so crazy. If you have enough.
Yeah.
That's why I said it depends on if you marry your friend, depends on who you're married to. You don't need to make life so miserable for this particular person. You can always, like, the little things. Okay, you want to buy things for kids, maybe baby shoe, maybe clothes. You want to eat this night. Let me take care of. Let's take us out. Let's, things that your husband does for you. You can do it back. Your husband doesn't have to be the only one buying you gifts. You also have to know, reciprocate.
It shouldn't be.
It's not just. I just feel that, and that way itself, God will keep blessing you. God will keep blessing you.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm not saying the man should not do. Man will give responsibility, but the little ways, little things you can. It even makes marriage more fun. It makes it full of surprises. Your husband comes in and is like, oh, I've sorted it out. And it boils down to the man not taking advantage of it. And you are still knowing that, okay, my money is still there. So now the money when you see, that's just it basically. Life is shouldn't be so stressful. It shouldn't be so strenuous. When you see your partner as your friend,
I feel like you've grown up to this that sat down inside your spirit, like growing up. Thanks to your mom. So thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you for inviting me.
I like to say a big thank you to Zion. It's just behind the camera. Like he's sleeping. Thank you to him, because if he's crying, his mom will be like, hey, my child. All this will not happen. Thank you so much, Zion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'm sure you've been able to learn 1 or 2 things from Tommy's stories. Thank you for joining, and see you next in my next video. All right, bye.